So this morning we are gonna do a coffee shake. So we got the chocolate caramel whey, almond milk, and some black coffee that I put in the fridge last night. Hopefully this will wake me up a little bit. Also gonna use mocha flavor drops, just to bring out the flavor a little bit more. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. So now this morning I had to run out the door, so I made a quick shake. So it gave me like 50 grams of protein and also a bit of caffeine too. So then I had to run off to my accountant Ormsby and Rhodes, and we paid tax for 2016, went over 2017, put down a little bit for this year too. I honestly like the accountants, okay? And I think tax and everything really interests me. And we spoke about what I should focus on going forward. You know, what is heavily taxable, you know, just kind of ins and outs and things, all right? That I probably shouldn't discuss on YouTube. Maybe I should, I don't know. I'd love to one day make a video on like different streams of revenue you have from being an online YouTuber, Instagrammer type of dude. Anyways, so productive morning, the future is bright. So I'm gonna run in now. I'm gonna get a Starbucks for pre-workout, and then we're gonna train in Raw Gym, Portobello. And then we're gonna have a freaking awesome fun day. So anyways, sit back, relax. Also gotta do a little bit of shopping, so show what I get. Either way, we're back in Dublin. It is a nice crispy winter's day and life is good. Hey, how's it going? I will get a large skinny cappuccino, please. Takeaway. Yes, takeaway. And can I get some sugar-free syrup in it as well? It's actually satisfying how well that fits in the cup holder. Hey, what is going on, everyone? So today I'm going to do a voiceover to this bench workout. Before we start, all the gym clothing I am wearing is Alphalete, and if you want to pick some up, the link to do so is in the description box. Going through that link helps me out directly, so I appreciate the support. Anyways, one of the comments about 2 videos ago on getting near my natural limit was, can I get to a 3-plate bench? And it wasn't a typical negative hater comment, but it was more constructive criticism, which I appreciate. I think it makes for a good conversation in the comment section. I've never ran a heavy bench program or a strength focus program, and I think I would also need to put on some more weight or body fat to get to a 315 bench. But I do think I'm well capable of it if I really wanted to get it. With that said, in this workout I am starting off with a heavier load than usual. I know my form isn't absolutely perfect here, but sometimes a bit of form breakdown is okay when trying to move on to a heavier weight. Then over time, cleaning up your form is actually progressive overload in itself, even if you're using the same weight. So basically lifting the same weight but with stricter form is progress in itself. So something I think I benefit a lot from is just getting used to having a heavier weight on the bar. I also chat to Omar Isov and Sahil Mike quite a bit. We've a funny WhatsApp group. They offered me some coaching, so it could be interesting to see how I get on with them as coaches. Could be funny too. So after this, I did some back off sets with 100 kg and then moved on to hypertrophy work, which was a few sets of incline dumbbell press. I think with incline pressing, a mind-muscle connection just really comes in handy here, as it's so easy to just put all the tension on our front delts instead of actually hitting the upper pecs. So today's session consists of chest, shoulders, and a quick arms pump thrown in at the end. I am also going to add in a physique update so you can see how I'm getting on in that area too. I think that if I was to begin a lean bulk, transition into a lean bulk, I think I'm in a good position to do so. Maybe drop another % or 2. Either way, I hope you're enjoying the video. Leave it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, good session, another one in the books. Now I got to run into the bank to lodge a check and also transfer some payments. Sorry, this is just like a typical day for me, you know, accountants, meetings, bank. You know, I would do like a slick bank edit of me waiting in line, but I don't think it's gonna be very good. So anyways, we're gonna get this over and done with, then resume the vlog. Again, this is a typical day for me, but I just felt like vlogging today, so I picked up the camera. That's what I do. Catch you in a minute. Okay, so back home, I picked up a Sombrero burrito bowl on the way. This is the Power Bowl. So it's got like black rice underneath there, loads of veggies, double chicken. Then I'm gonna volumize that, gonna add some salad to it and some stir-fried veggies here. That is how you bulk up your meals. You make one meal into 2 meals. All right, so for my next meal, I've just weighed out 400 grams of carrots and potatoes, and I'm literally just gonna spray them with a bit of olive oil and put them in the oven. So roast veg, absolutely delicious, and I'm gonna have them later for dinner. What is up, everyone? So it is that time of month again where I do a Pennies / Primark haul. Again, I want to thank them so much for sponsoring this video. They've asked me to do one haul every month for 3 months, so I said awesome. I think you guys would like to see that. And on top of that, I'm also gonna throw in some of my style tips, okay, and beauty tips, because believe it or not, a lot of you have been asking that for a while. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the gym. You know, if you look after yourself, you want to care about how you look and, you know, care about your image and, you know, keep yourself looking tidy, and you're into what you wear. So anyways, let's quickly do this. First thing I picked up was this lumberjack looking shirt. Okay, I think it is pretty cool, and it also has some distressed additions on the sleeve. I haven't got something like this in a while, and I just took some photos in it, and I actually really like it. So it's kind of going to be good for skiing as well. I can picture me going through those evergreens wearing one of these bad boys. Then I got another one. Again, it's the same shirt with the rips on it, just in a different color. So again, I think this will go cool, just like underneath a jacket. This is pretty slick for winter. So it is a t-shirt, but it is not just any t-shirt. It is kind of like a really thick kind of t-shirt jumper with a pocket square as well. I don't know how well you can see that, but the fit on this is really cool, and it looks really warm as well. And by the way, it's 10 euro, and the shirts were 5 euro, and I take a medium in everything. So then the last things I got was some ankle socks. Again, I go through these so quickly, I don't know where they disappear to. They're like pretty much disposable to me. And then I just got some face towels as well. Some lip balm. Pennies sell everything. And this goofy looking hat. I'm going skiing in just over 2 weeks now, so I'm kind of looking for warmer stuff. Last but not least, in here, forgot about this, was this jacket again. It kind of feels like waterproof. It's really tough, so I'm hoping that it will be good for skiing. And again, I think it's pretty slick. I think it's a cool color, and it's kind of hard to find jackets that aren't just like black or navy. So I like it. So again, thank you to Pennies for reaching out. Such a huge company. I think it's awesome they want to work with me. And so now, seeing as I'm just chilling for the rest of the day, I thought we'd finish off the video by giving a few of my personal style tips, all right? And I know what you're saying again, Rob, you are not a fashion blogger, and there's probably some like people who are really into fashion, just like this guy dresses like an absolute clown, but whatever, okay? It's fashion for the simple lifting man. I want to record it, so I'm gonna do it, okay? First and biggest tip, okay, rule number 1, right? A lot of people don't realize this when they think fashion, okay? All they think about is clothes. I think if you want to look truly good, you gotta dial in your fitness. You gotta dial in your health, okay? You can look at someone and you can tell when they're fit and healthy, like they're glowing, okay? And they effortlessly look good in everything. So like, what I also think is crazy, especially with girls, you know, they're putting the cart before their horse, okay? They're not looking at the bigger picture. They're spending so much money on makeup, trying to, you know, clear up their skin, or maybe, you know, so much money on all these top designer brands. Whereas if you're healthy from the inside out, you're gonna look good in no matter what you wear. So you often see these people who are like, you know, they're glowing, they look really good, and they're just wearing like a black t-shirt and jeans, and they just look amazing in it because, again, they've got their fitness and their health down. So as a fitness channel, That's something that I really want to spread. On top of that, so when you do actually shell out and buy something a little more expensive, you're going to look extra good in it. So that is rule number one for me, is sort out your health and fitness. Again, this is a fitness channel, and one of the goals of this channel is to get more people active, get more people in shape. Tip number two, okay, is less is more. You probably noticed that I don't actually wear much branding or massive logos on my clothes, and if you want to add details to the items you're wearing, then maybe add details in the additions of, like, you know, rips, tears, distress kind of look, zippers or elongated fits, or something that, you know, spruces up your outfit without having a massive logo plastered on it. I think when you see those people, I think they're called hype beasts. You know, they're wearing all the latest brands and they're just covered in brands. They look like a NASCAR, they've got so much logos on them, and it also just looks a little bit try-hard, which is the opposite of what we're going for. Even some of the companies I work with, like Alfleet, again, really minimal branding. Some of their items have no branding at all on it, and it might just be something like a little script that says Alfleet there on the chest or on the back of the neck. So that's my second tip, less is more. Tip number three is nail the fit, okay? And this is where you might have to spend a little bit more to invest in those brands that have actually put in the research and the effort to really dial down the fit, because you can have an outfit that, you know, looks good on paper, it looks good laid out on your bed, but when you put it on and the fit isn't right, it is just going to look awkward. So fits kind of go in trends like everything. I remember a year or two ago, it was all about who could wear the tightest t-shirt, and now the trend is actually more kind of relaxed or even baggy or casual look, as again, you know, it just looks chilled. So that is tip number three, is nail the fit. Number four is don't be afraid to try something new. So for example, that checkered shirt, I haven't worn one of them in a while. I threw it on, I was like, you know what, I'm digging this, so I'm gonna go for it. And ultimately, when you do choose an outfit, if you feel good in it, if you feel comfortable in it, if you feel confident in it, then everyone is going to think the same. So that is probably the most fundamental and important point. Whatever outfit you go for, you just gotta own it. So they are my main kind of fundamentals with clothing. In terms of beauty products or skincare, the main things that I kind of tend to use are, one, a matte clay, good hair product, something that it looks like your hair is styled, but you can't actually see that there's product in it. There's nothing worse than a big tsunami head that some people have. And again, the haircut that I get is a 0 fade into a 1, and then I thin out the top because I have really thick hair, so it can be kind of hard to style. So I asked them to thin it out, so it's kind of easier to style, and then I usually just put it to the side. A good face moisturizer, because dry and tired skin, it just looks like you're in a bad mood or you're depressed, so it can completely just change how you look, especially if you're dehydrated too. That's another one that goes back to health and fitness, is stay hydrated. That will make you look so much better. On top of that, one thing that some people forget, even myself, is lip balm. Chapped lips, very unattractive, and that's something that we all need to look out for, especially in the winter in Ireland, because it is getting so cold. So I booked somewhere warm for January. Lastly is a good cologne. Don't be afraid to go for something strong, because when you spray it on at first, it may seem strong, but once you go on a night out, you know, a few hours pass by, it'll be just perfect. Oftentimes when I'm wearing like a weaker cologne, I'll spray it on, it smells good initially, but then you don't even notice it later. So my favorite cologne is Aventus Creed, but yeah, there's obviously some other great ones out there too. So yeah, go for something strong, but you know, just not to the point where it's like that one in Anchorman, Sex Panther, works 60% of the time every time. Yeah, don't go for something that strong. So I hope you liked this video. I know it was a little bit different, but it did cover all the main things I'm interested in, which is food, fitness, and fashion. Also, I want to do a Q&A because I think it has been about 4 or 5 months, if not more, since I've really sit down and had a chat with you guys and done a good solid Q&A. So comment down below any questions you want me to add into that, or even go over to my Instagram and comment there. Anyways, I love you guys. See you in the next episode. Keep it real. Peace.